Hi, it's Ulysses Carlson here, and Arrow Video is at it again, going back and giving us some new deluxe editions of some excellent films. Today we're looking at Witness from 1985, starring Harrison Ford, Kelly McGillis, and Danny Glover. I'm going to unbox this release from Arrow, and of course I will share my opinions along the way. Nice cover art there with Harrison Ford's character, and then you got some other characters from the film down below. There's the side of the box. Top of the box is just plain. There's the bottom of the backing card. Underneath that, it's just plain. Back of the backing card with our description of the film and features and so forth. Underneath that, it's just a plain black back. I don't know why they left this just plain black. I mean, why not just print this on here? It doesn't really seem practical to me. Let's see what we get inside. As with a lot of these Arrow Deluxe editions, we get a poster. On this side, of course, we have Arrow's art that was made for this release, and on this side we have more vintage style art. Don't be surprised if that ends up going up on my YouTube wall one day. And then we get a pretty thick booklet here as well. A lot of nice photos from the film, stories, essays, information on the production and the film itself. As always, I'm not going to go through every single page in here, but you kind of get the idea of some of what's included. And now we get to the actual packaging itself. And this sleeve has reversible art. I already reversed it, so it's got the alternate art there. The main art is identical to what's on the outside of the box. Inside the package, we get some art cards. There's also an ad here for Arrow Video's streaming service. And then, of course, there's an ad for whatever this movie is. A lot of random bikini-clad women there, so I have a feeling I might be looking up whatever that is. And these art cards, they all have the packaging art on the back. And we'll go through these. And now let's take a look at the disc. This package only includes a 4K disc. There is no Blu-ray copy included, unfortunately. Sadly, Arrow a lot of the time tends not to include Blu-ray discs of the movie with their 4K releases. So any images that you see in this video are actually taken from the Blu-ray release that Arrow did, which is struck from the same master. And I'll read the description of the movie from the back of the package. Harrison Ford and Kelly McGillis star as would-be lovers from two different worlds in Witness, director Peter Weir's Academy Award-winning neo-noir thriller which pits modernity against tradition. When a young Amish boy inadvertently witnesses a brutal murder while en route to Philadelphia with his recently widowed mother, Rachel, Detective John Book is assigned to the case. With the perpetrators desperate to silence the sole witness, Book and his two wards are forced to hide out in the heart of the Amish community. As passions between Book and Rachel ignite, the killers close in, culminating in a dramatic life-and-death clash of cultures that will change the lives of those involved forever. Noted for its sensitive portrayal of the Amish community, Witness features a career-best performance from Ford, earning him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. Now fully restored in 4K, Witness proves as timeless as it is masterful. Confession time. This was actually my first time watching Witness, and I have to say, it is a very good film. Harrison Ford at the time, of course, was best known for playing the characters of Han Solo and Indiana Jones, so this gave him a chance to come and do something a little more down-to-earth and relatable in this playing a police officer. And seeing him and how he clashes with members of the Amish community as well as some rival corrupt police officers certainly makes for some interesting cinema. And of course, the widowed young mother who he ends up finding himself infatuated with is played by Kelly McGillis. McGillis, of course, would be known a year later for her seminal role in one of my all-time favorite films, Top Gun. This might actually be the first time I've ever watched a Kelly McGillis movie that wasn't Top Gun. And I have to say her portrayal here is very good. She certainly brings a humanity to this character, recently widowed, and of course finding herself infatuated with a man from a totally different world. There aren't a whole lot of movies that really seem to focus on the Amish communities out there. I mean, if there are some others, please let me know down in the comments because I'm certainly curious about that now. But the movie just does an absolutely brilliant job painting a picture of the differences between these two worlds. I mean, early in the movie, there's a scene where you have a horse-drawn buggy that's on the same road as a big truck and some automobiles. And of course, they slow down traffic pretty considerably because they're horse-drawn, and the young boy of the widowed mother and the child is infatuated by a drinking fountain, something, of course, he'd never see out in a rural Amish community. And then, of course, you have a corrupt cop subplot with our young male having witnessed a murder, and the murder is portrayed by Danny Glover playing a bad guy, something you actually don't see very often. And even though he's not in the film a whole lot, he plays that role exceptionally well. Well, at times the movie does struggle a bit between the corrupt cop subplots and the living with the Amish fish out of water subplot. Overall, it does come together pretty nicely. Director Peter Weir, of course, would go on to direct several other excellent films, including The Truman Show and Master and Commander, the latter of which really needs a 4K release as well. Even though it was my first time watching Witness, I have to say I'm very happy with the movie, and it was a long overdue viewing for me. This is a restored 4K version of the film, and of course the first 4K Ultra High Def release of the movie. I don't have any prior release of Witness to compare this to, but it is a very good looking transfer of an older film. There are a few scenes where the colors do tend to look a little, grayish and saturated, but then you have outdoor sequences where there's a lot of greenery and other scenery, and that really pops off the screen. This is what a movie of this genre and this era should look like on 4K, with no unwanted enhancements, noise reduction, edge enhancement, sharpening, any of that nonsense. It's a good-looking transfer, and while it's certainly not going to be demo material for your home theater, it is the most faithful-looking transfer of this movie we could ask for, and that's more than enough. There are plenty of bonus features on here as well, including a deleted scene from the television airing, a feature-length commentary track, which is pretty enlightening, and then just, a handful of other featurettes that are going to keep any fan of the movie pretty involved. I just got this release, so I haven't even watched all the bonus features myself, but I do intend to set aside the time and take these in because it's a very interesting story behind the production of this movie. Overall, if you are a fan of this movie, or it even just sounds like something you'd be curious about, this release from Arrow Video comes very highly recommended. Are you a fan of Witness? Do you think it's the best performance from Harrison Ford? Do you think it's Kelly McGillis' best performance? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos, and make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.